Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, if you like content that helps you publish faster and improve your research skills, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. It really helps me create more valuable content for you. Also, if you need help with data analysis, econometrics, SPSS, R, Stata, thesis support, or research consultation, you can reach out to me directly via email or WhatsApp, and I'll be happy to assist you. Now, let's dive into how to write a publishable research paper in less than 48 hours. All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to write and structure a research paper for publication in less than 48 hours. This is not about rushing low quality work, it's about working strategically. If your data is ready and you understand your area, you don't need 6 months to write one paper. All right, so why students struggle to write a publishable work? So for many students, they struggle to publish because they don't have structure in their work. Uh, some of them don't have clear defined research gap. And moving forward, some of them even have poor data presentation, or they have not collected the data that suits the work they're doing. And during research, during analysis, they struggle on how to analyze their work, and thereby creating a gap and frustration. Also, others overthink perfection, and the biggest mistake is writing the abstract first when you don't know whether the work you're doing you will be able to do it or not. All right, so now for the 48 hours rule, it can work only if one, the data is ready, uh, the methodology you are going to use, you understand the methodology very well, and you work strategically. So this does not mean that because you are writing the paper in 48 less than 48 hours that it will be a low quality work. No, it's all about efficiency. All right, so now the steps in doing this is first, this step is very simple but very powerful. Identify the research area clearly. That is to say, you have to first of all define the area, the variables that will be needed for that research, the theory behind it, and the method you would use. For example, in finance, if let's say you want to talk about AI events affecting stock returns using EGAC, you have to understand what EGAC is all about and how to the variables that you would need to for studies like AI event. So you have to get those know those variables, and which will ultimately help you to save time. Okay, so now the next one is to get our data, ensure that the data is ready. So we have to confirm that the data is ready, making sure that all the necessary variables that we have identified earlier are included. So we also have to ensure that we have enough observations. So various models require some level of amount of observations. So you have to be able to see whether the data you are having have sufficient observation, and also reliable data source. So you don't just get data out of the blues. Your data must actually come from reliable sources that you can cite in your work. Others can go and look up and probably get um, that kind of data you use for their own research work. Also, the data should be clean, and you should note that if you do not have a data for a particular research, then you cannot do your research in less than 48 hours. Okay, so now let's proceed. So the next step is to identify research gaps. So this step is where many students fails because at the end of the day, when you place your work for publication, what the reviewers are going to be looking out for is if your work contributes. So your work should be able to contribute to the literature body together. It must either be able to balance off another study or contribute to the academic body as a whole. All right, so you should read latest articles in that particular area you've identified. Don't just read strategically, look for limitations, look for however statements, look out for the future and research sections, and those gaps would help you build your own research objectives. Okay, so that when you're probably when you send your work for review and the reviewers look at your work, they can be able to see how your work fill up gaps and contributes to the academic body as a whole. So if there is no gap, then your work might not be publishable. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next step. The next step is to, after we have identified the gaps, we have obtained our objectives from the gap, then we now run our analysis. And we should know that the output of our analysis should answer our objectives. So for if you have an objective one, you should have a table under your research section that answers objective one. So every result must answer an objective. Okay, so and you try as much as possible to remove items that do not directly answer your objectives to avoid uh, um, explaining why you included an output when you don't need them. All right. Okay, now so let's go to the next. So after you have done all this, the next is to choose a journal or use a template from a journal. Okay, so basically you can do that by downloading those template from the journal. Then you follow the required structure strictly. So some journal might have this format: introduction, literature review, methodology, result, and discussion, conclusion. So you can look up the journal and you download their template and you use the template to now organize your work. That is if that is the journal you want to be sending your work to. Okay, so after that, the next step is to now write the abstract and title. And these two must come last. A lot of students make this particular mistake by writing the abstract first. So when you write the abstract first, what you're doing is you're trying to preempt what you should do or how the analysis should look like even before you start the work. So these are the abstract and the title should come last because by then you already know the output of the result, you already know how it is affecting or how it is answering your objective, and you can now write your abstract better. So the abstract should include the purpose of the study, the method used, the key findings, and the contribution. Then followed by your title, which also includes the variable, method, context, and period. All right, so point to note, never write abstract first. Okay, so basically, that is all you need to do in order to publish your work in less than 48 hours. All right, so publication is not magic, it is structured thinking. And if your data is ready and you follow a system, 48 hours is possible. So stop working emotionally, start working strategically. If this helped you, subscribe more for more tips on how to publish your work. Write an incredible research article in less than 48 hours. Thank you.